Hi, this is Jill Riley with the Pacific Northwest Conference, and I am really excited today to be able to highlight something really special that happened in May all over the world, but also in our conference. And that is the World Vision Global 6K for Water. And we had many of our churches participate, and I'm excited to say that two of our churches, both Cascade Covenant and Newport Covenant, ended up in the 2025 leaderboard as far as raising money. The Global 6K is called that because 6 kilometers is the average distance the majority of the world walks for water, for fresh, clean water. And so that's why it is the 6K. We had 2,283 covenant participants, including 78 covenant teams. We raised over $236,000 for clean water. So, congratulations to our covenant churches and thank you very much for your efforts. I wanted to bring in Joann Wilson, who I'm going to invite to be part of this conversation now. And Joann, hi, Joann.
Hi.
Joann is part of Newport Covenant and she was part of this walk. So, and in fact, one of the team captains, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So, Joanne, tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been part of Newport Covenant?
Oh gosh, I've been part of Newport Covenant since the late 1970s.
Really? That's so cool. That's wonderful. And so, how many times have you done this walk?
I have done it 5 times, five
Okay.
years in a row.
5 years in a row. That's amazing. Well, under your leadership and shared leadership, Newport Covenant raised over $10,000 this year. And so we're going to, throughout this short conversation, share some pictures from your team who walked in the rain, deluge of rain, I heard, at Newport, but you walked someplace else. So tell us where you walked from
We walked in Japan
in
with our
Japan.
daughter and son-in-law.
Okay. And where were you at in Japan?
We were up in the mountains and there was snow on the ground. So instead of just walking, we did a snowshoe.
Wow. How long did it take you?
Oh, I think about 3 hours.
Okay.
It was a
Uh,
lot of elevation gain.
So it was quite an activity for you.
Hmm.
So what compels you over the last 5 years to do this walk?
Well, I guess, okay, what it really started with is that we sponsor 2 children in DR Congo through Covenant Kids.
Hmm.
So I've been pretty connected with World Vision and the work that they do. And then 5 years ago, our co-lead pastor, Pastor Britta, recommended that we put a team together for the Global 6K. And the first year, it was only the mission team that did it, just kind of as a way to get, feet on the ground and figure out what it was about. Our grandsons joined us, and our 4-year-old, the older one, just loved doing it. And he's done it for 4 out of the 5 years now.
That's wonderful. So what made you decide to go ahead and walk while you were in Japan? Did the dates just coincide?
Well, yeah, we knew we were going to be in Japan at that time. And also, our daughter and son in law had walked with us in Bellevue a couple of years before. So they were familiar with it too. So I said, hey, do you want to walk over there? And apparently, there has never been a presence for the Global 6K in Japan. So we were maybe the first ones.
Oh, that's cool. Well, we have a picture of you all walking, and so we've been sharing that. So how many people were on the team at Newport?
This year, I think we had somewhere between 40 and 50. But we raised more money than we had any other year.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for your work and investment in this very, very worthy project and your missions effort. It's much appreciated. And thank you so much for letting us highlight you and your walk in Japan and your work. So I just appreciate it and appreciate your time.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. And I'm glad that the Global 6K is getting this kind of publicity.